Okay, it looks like everything is working. Mic's connected, everything is set up audio-wise. I guess I should probably post about this. 1 second. And there we go. I guess I'm just gonna get started. So I don't know if anyone's in the chat yet, so I might wait a little bit before I get down to the brass tacks of what I'm doing. Oh, there's some real delay there. I might have to give this a little bit of time to adjust. Let me see what happens when I use the pen. Okay, so it goes kind of smooth, but there are some problems. But you know what? That's fine. I should probably clean up one of these other shots. Oh, I hear something. Ah, shit. Right as I hit the button to go live, one of my cats decided that that was going to be the perfect time to hop onto a counter and dump a glass that thankfully only had paint brushes but not like paint water. So I had to just make sure that the damage was minimal. Oh, the glitching on this is really bad when I'm streaming. You know what? We'll just power through. Now I should probably get some music going. I guess I'll run this one. There we go. This doesn't feel like the right music for the mood here, but... Oh wait, I wanted the tail to go all the way around here. Oh, not very much. I just started. I'm planning to just kind of just work for a little bit. I'm probably not going to be talking too much while I'm doing this. There's going to be some lagging though, just because of I think the streaming software doesn't vibe well with my drawing program, but that is a me problem. This is a weird pose. Decide like where her arms would be. That's so strange. Maybe I should turn the the stabilization is down to 0. I wonder what's causing those glitches then. Maybe if I move this to like a different space in my screen. I'll have to probably take another stab at that pose later. that is really bad. Maybe I can close some of these other programs, see if that can clear up some space here. Something must be eating into my RAM or something. Open up activity monitor here and see what else is. If I can make this a little easier. Everything going to stuff I need. That should be fine. Yep, that's what I'm working on. As you could see, this is the pangolin over here. And the tiger character. And this is kind of a sort of like a backstory comic for them. Or I guess like a continuation of the story I was working on way back in December, and then I decided to take a break, and then 4 months happened. So, or 3 months happened. So I'm trying to get a little bit further along into it. Or at the very least, like, continue where the story left off before. Okay, that's a little better. I'm definitely going to have to do the inking off stream because this is not letting me do what I need to do. Thank you. Yeah, I think the design... I've been working on the designs for a while, and I'm still pretty happy with how they came out. Let's see if I can... I don't actually think this is how you draw like a kneeling pose. I might have to, again, I might have to like look up a reference or something later when I do the line art. Oh, I just realized, I think I have the live stream like playing in like another tab here. I gotta close that out. I should be able to see the chat in OBS if I have this pulled up here. That might make it a little easier. I can get these poses aligned up a little better. Yeah, it's been a while since I drew him. I am I'm kind of second guessing this sequence, if only because I watched that new like Pixar show Win or Lose, and now like my standards for what makes like a good emotional scene has skyrocketed again. So I do want to make sure I can get this vibe right. Oh, this pose is definitely gonna need to be tweaked later. Yeah. I don't really mind. I mean, it's not that I'm complaining. It's always good to get more sort of resources there. Also, sorry if my pen glitches. For some reason, the streaming program I'm using like makes it like kind of like jump and skip around a lot. But yeah, I'm just trying to write out a little kind of a sweet moment between these two. I think that's probably good for the line art. I don't think I need to clean that part up more. Let's get another page open. I kind of want to try doing line art for this one. There's still some stuff I need to write, but this is mostly just me trying to lock in and some cleanup. This line art brush feels different. Might be the way the program's working. Try a different one. That's a little too smooth. I like that. Just doing that, our thumb should be in view. You know, I wasn't planning on using this brush for the line art, but I think I've been enjoying using stuff that doesn't have the pen pressure sensitivity. Mostly just because it's kind of convenient to not have something where if the pen pressure glitches out on me, I have to like redo a bunch of stuff, but it's also just I think I'm starting to like the aesthetic it has. Oh, heyo. It's just... I wouldn't call it a dangerous investment. I would, or it's not a dangerous move. I would say it's a good investment. That's what I meant to say. Thank you. This is like this is one of like two illustrations I have of them that are like fully colored. So that's what it's basically been my default. Oh, that was a weird glitch there. I don't know if I actually want the shadow under there for when I color later, but I'd have to undo too much to fix this now, so we ball. Maybe bring her shoulders in. They have a little bit of lore. Right now, like what you're seeing me draw is the lore happening. Basically, so I wanted to make a comic showing like how their relationship started, and there's kind of a lot of just baggage that we're not like in baggage of like a sad way, but just like well, it's a little bit sad, hence the crying, but it'll have like a happy ending. It's just more, yep. Pangolin and a tiger. Basically what I'm trying to depict is going to be like, I've decided to make the pangolin kind of a girl failure type character who's pretty much like perpetually catastrophizing about like anything that she's doing and like being worried that like she's making the wrong choices and or potentially like causing problems. And she has this crush on Naomi, the tiger here. And I thought it would be interesting to have the pangolin get a job as like a teacher's assistant, but not realizing that like Naomi is the teacher. Like she transferred from like a cafe job where she was like a regular customer, and then realizing like, oh shoot, like I'm now like working with them. And this is like the culmination of just like a lot of like intense but like positive but conflicting emotions. Like, oh, I like this person, but I'm working in like a professional setting and I don't want to like affect their career. I also like the students I'm working with and I don't want to like affect like, you know, how they see like her or causing problems for the school or anything. It's like she's just like overthinking it to such an intense degree that it just kind of brings her to this point where she's like, I physically have to get away. And she just kind of goes to like a classroom to hide after like a performance goes really well that she helped with, and realizing like all of these like different, they're like all positive feelings, but they have like in her mind very strong negative connotations in relation to each other, even if it's irrational. And this is going to be like her like getting like reassurance from her. The thing is, like, I don't write a lot of scenes like these, so I'm still trying to get used to how this dynamic can play out, but I was hoping that by writing it I could get a better feeling for it. Yeah, it's pretty it's kind of, this is kind of part of the reason I didn't draw them for so long, is because like I knew like pretty much from like week 1 that this was a sequence that kind of needed to happen. But the idea of drawing it always just felt like a bit of a big leap. Okay, I think that looks good. I have to also keep in mind the perspective. I can always go through, and more likely than not, I'll probably just end up redoing a lot of this line art anyway. This just gives me an excuse to yap for a little bit. Let's do this page. Oof, this is not. This line art is. Nope, don't crash on me, please. Well, I mean, they're gonna be losing a little bit before they win, but yeah. Also, thank you, Chloe. I don't know enough about Linux to get the joke, but I appreciate that that you think it's funny. Oh shoot. I think actually because she's turning her head, the scales would kind of go that way. I think her arm should be a little thinner, actually, so let's bring this in. Because she's pretty skinny compared to Naomi. I would say it's like... I haven't decided like what their like canon weights are, but Naomi's like almost 7 feet tall. So that's... And I feel like she could probably throw Lee over her shoulder, or just like pretty easily. Or just like pick him up like a barbell or something, I don't know. She's scrawny. Oh. Oof, I don't like that angle at all. 1 second. There we go. Didn't want to make one of these arms too long. Oh, another thing that might be slowing this down is that all of these have the speed paint recording feature going. Which I just realized would probably take up a lot of, I don't know, like RAM or something. Oh, I don't like how that hand looks. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I don't really know like how I'm like categorizing the way if I don't think it's by specifically animal standards, more oh, I didn't add her sleeves in. That's what I was missing. That's what was. I wonder if she should wear heels. I don't think I would strike her someone who would wear heels. Like, some good, like, flat foot shoes, probably. No. And this leg should definitely be going over the arm from this angle. Oh, I think, well, thing is, like, the pangolin character, I want to be, like, a bit skinnier, but I just, like, from, like, this, also just, like, from the scale that I'm drawing them, I don't want to make their arms, like, massive, because, like, I can sort of get the proportions messed up at the scale. Oh, this tail is not... Let's try this one more time here. There we go. I think she just has like a high metabolism. I think she probably stress eats more than she would forget. It's like she eats a lot, but she's also constantly moving because she's like, oh, if I try to outrun the outrun the thoughts. I don't know. I don't want to make her too sad, but I think anxious is probably a better emotion to focus on, actually. But I also want it to be like something that isn't like too much of a problem. Oof, my arm's getting tired. I have not been drawing for that long. Yeah, tails are tricky. Like, I feel like with Naomi, it's a little easier just because, like, it's more of, like, a... It's just like with hers, there's a lot more mass to it, so I have to be more aware of like how it sort of bends and sort of interacts with itself. I guess that's probably another reason she would be thinner. She has to lug this giant thing around all the time. Let's line her. How do I never know how to draw a profile. Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't listen to Pokemon music very often because I don't really play the games. That was just what I thought of because I've been using it to stream on the Milk Animation channel. If y'all haven't seen that, I'm helping develop a pilot over there. But... Oh, wait a second here. A lot, obviously, like, people already know the music is good, but I haven't realized the music was, like, this good. I don't know if I'm going to keep this line art specifically, just what I'm doing on stream here, but I am really liking this for comics. Oh, she has a little tuft up here. Don't want to forget that. Is her other ear over here? And one more stripe up here, I think. I feel like that wouldn't be an improper assumption. Just under the circumstances, I feel like that's a fair bet. Also thank you to Paper with Glasses. I'm glad you like it. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. I swear, I've drawn these fluffs like a billion times, and yet I somehow always manage to get at least one part of it wrong. But I feel like that's maybe because I'm the only person who knows like what right actually looks like for them. There we go. And can I see the back of her head from there? A little bit. And we have this shoulder, which is going to be actually be intersecting with this spot a little bit. So I do have to erase some of this and bring her shoulder up because she's kind of crouching. So her arm's going to be straight instead of that little bend there. And her fingers are going to be kind of splayed on the ground like so, rather than like this arm doing anything to like support her weight, because she's kind of kneeling in an interesting way. Have this sort of shape back here. I don't really stream very often. This is the first one I've done on this channel in a while. I've mostly just... I've been doing more streams on other places, but like just not specifically here. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of this kind of thing. But I'm gonna try to do it more because I have a lot of free time over the next couple months that I need to start kind of getting my money up. So I figured this would be a good time to start this. Oh shoot. This leg is not connecting at all. I am being stupid. 1 second. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm guessing a lot of folks came from my most recent videos. Those are kind of another reason why I decided to stream today, because I was really expecting like one of them to do well and the other to be just kind of okay. I didn't really expect... I don't know. It was a bit reassuring to know that like the first one I did wasn't a fluke, and like whatever I'm doing format wise, people seem to vibe with. this is actually going to be for the next video I'm doing, because I thought uh, something I wanted to learn more about was writing like emotional intimacy, or just like emotional like connections in when it comes to like writing relationships. Not because I have anything like very like profound or unique to say about it, but just because I haven't done it very often. So I thought it'd be cool to talk about like my thought process there. So that's what this is, kind of like a two birds one stone situation where I can keep making videos consistently and still like getting other projects done that I feel like good about, because this lets me do both. So that I might be a little bit more vague about the rest of what I'm going to be drawing going forward, since I have to save some of it for that. Maybe I can bring in this part a little more. Kind of like this. I feel like she actually wouldn't have that much foot. I feel like the way I draw her, well, I guess she does, but she also kind of has like big toes. She has. I can never. Actually, I haven't decided if they do wear shoes or not, because I just realized I don't think I draw Naomi with shoes very often. See if I can. I guess like this is where this sort of intersection would happen. Like right here. And then like her tail kind of comes out over here. Sort of like, at like the just like the kind of the smaller of her back is, I think, is where the tail connects in this, I guess, universe that I've concocted. And let's get this arm going. Oh, that's the music that should be playing right here. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Oh shit, why did that turn purple? Oh, yeah, go right ahead. If you want to do any studies, you could find, I guess this is technically a social media plug, but you don't have to follow me. A lot of my stuff is on Blue Sky. I do have to give like a slight content warning, just like, you've seen my thumbnails. It's like that, but more, or just slightly more, or just like in that vein. Just as like just like suggestive work. So just keep that in mind if that's something you're comfortable with. But yeah, definitely feel free to just kind of look it up and do whatever you feel like would help you learn. Okay, her thumb goes in on this side, yeah. I feel like my last video might have given the impression, or at the very least, like for people who just saw the title and thumbnail, that I'm like against people doing studies or references, but that is not the case. So I just, you know what, that's okay. Oh right, she's wearing a dress. I have to like at least get this part in, just so we know where the order. I think she would probably be wearing leggings in this, so I can plan around that. No, this is my story. I'll just say that shoes are optional because I like drawing her feet. Like, I like drawing her to like little toe beans and stuff. That's cute. They're always fun. Ah, shit. Her legs feel too small here, actually. Like, in comparison to everything else, there definitely seems to be a scale problem that I'm gonna have to fix later. How long have I been going for here? Oh, about an hour. I think I'll go for a little bit longer. See if I can get more of this page done. Yeah, those legs are gonna... This is gonna need a lot of changes, but... Get in there. What else can I do? I think I'll do one frame from this, because I feel like this is one I'm going to spend a little bit more time on. Something that I haven't mentioned yet for those unfamiliar with the characters is that Naomi is mute. I haven't decided if she's, like, selectively mute, or if it's, like, or if, like, her mutism comes from, like, I don't know, like, some people are selectively mute in the sense that, like, they either choose not to speak or have, like, I don't know, I've just decided that I like the idea of her using sign language because I couldn't really conceptualize her speaking at this point. And because she's a music teacher, I figured like she should probably be good for her to be able to hear that. So I decided on that so I can still depict her doing stuff in sign language. It also... I don't know. It's something I did more research on like months ago, so I want to go back and make sure I understand it before I talk about it more. But what she's doing here is I found this website that lets you type in like phrases, and it makes this little stick figure animation that sort of accurately depicts the sign language. I think I have it in my bookmarks. It's called Sign Translate or Sign.mt, and it's really nifty. And what she's doing here is she's loosely signing, "I think you are wonderful." Like, I think you, and I'm not entirely sure how this translates to wonderful, but it seems to be accurate from the couple sources I've checked. I can always make sure it's closer later. But I thought it'd be good to give that a couple spaces to sort of take in. So I'm going to do this and then I'll probably stop for today. Yeah, sign language is really fun because it's a pretty challenging just in the sense that like most people say that hands are the hardest part to draw. So using that as like the focal point is a little challenging, but also just for me, I think I like it because like I like nonverbal communication, like where like how what you're saying is told, or what a character is saying is told through their like expressions in the way they convey emotion. And a cool thing about using sign language is a lot of it is dependent on their ability to also convey their emotions with their face while they're speaking, although it can obviously vary from person to person. I can imagine it being a nightmare trying to have a conversation shown in manga with sign language. I don't think it would necessarily be difficult. I just think that it would require some workarounds in order to show things clearly. Just because like you can't really draw every motion of someone's hands, but you can convey parts of it. I think the Sign of Affection manga did a pretty good job at that from what I remember. And also like a silent voice and stuff, but I don't remember a silent voice as well. I just think it takes a little bit more time. Originally, there was a point in time where I actually thought about animating this, and then I realized that if I decided to make this a movie, it just would never happen. In the sense of like I would just chip away at it for like 20 years and then it just wouldn't. I'd probably just turn to dust before it actually dropped. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I've just been working on stuff. Oof, my back. Oh, that cheek fluff is a little bit too close on that side. I have to bring that back just a little bit. I feel that. It's good you're doing good, though. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the line art I'm doing, or it's like I'm using the pretty high brush stabilization in Clip Studio, and the brush I'm using is called the Square Pixel Pen. It's pretty similar to kind of like the default like square brush in MS Paint, but I got a version of it in this program because I like it. It is kind of glitching out a little bit still because of the program, but I won't harp on that next time. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's where like face overlaps. We'll get a bit of that going. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Been wanting to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit and do more live stuff lately, so it's been good motivation too. And, oh, so because that's where little. I don't even know why I gave her that. She has like one scale that's like just kind of sticking straight up, which I don't know, like I kind of treat it like hair. but it's clearly not. It's just like one loose scale. I don't know, I think that's like this version of like a cowlick or something, or whatever you call it when you have like hair in kind of an off shape. Oh yeah, that could be it. Actually, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit because I have this like one line here that just sort of like signifies where like chin meets this like, I don't even know what this is. I don't think this is like accurate to like tigers in the wild, but I just started giving her this like big ball of fluff like right under her chin, which in any other context I think would be interpreted as a beard. So the fact that like that hasn't happened yet I find very funny, but oh, there's a... Yeah, she can have a little beard as a treat. That's I think this might be the only advantage that like my style has, is that I think I can get like hand adjacent forms out pretty quickly, even if they aren't like that accurate. Like it should be enough for people to get what I'm going for. I'm just hoping that I don't like make some like cataclysmic mistake as someone who knows sign language better, or like speaks it, or sign, you know what I mean. Comes in and like says, hey, like you said like this when I think you meant this. I think I don't know, another reason this took a couple months is that there was a long period of time where it's like I wanted to teach myself ASL before I started, just to make sure that like I knew everything as well as I could beforehand. But it's gonna take a bit more time. Dang, her forehead is huge in this shot. I'm gonna have to lower that. Yeah, this part, this entire section, like right here, this needs some major adjustments. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be going for like maybe 10 or so more minutes. I think the music that I had set up is almost over. Yeah, about 10 minutes. I'm just using this as like my timer for the stream. Oh, glitching's happening again. And I should be able to connect this bit of fluff right here. Let's zoom out. That's a little better. I can lower this middle bit of fluff here if I sort of erase these down. And I can bring it a little lower, like right... that's still a bit high, like right down here. Oh, shit. There we go. That's a little better. I think she also has, like, these kinds of spots, like, right here in the middle of her head. And sometimes when I'm drawing the stripes, I end up cutting out some of that by accident. Let's get the stripes added. If I can find a version of the line art for this panel that looks good, I think I might end up saving myself some time by copying and pasting this one and then just adjusting her hand for this sequence. And then like doing like some subtle adjustments to make each panel a little bit more unique. Because it is in sequence, so it doesn't have to be like... Oh, this one has vocals. Or something. It's like Minecraft eating noises. You know, I don't think this is going to be in color. I've been going back and forth on it, but a lot of the other stuff in this, I guess it's going to be like a sort of mini zine by the end of it, because I have the comics from a couple months ago along with like the updated art. I think when it comes time to do the colors, I'm going to just kind of keep it more minimal. See if I can... I feel like this was going to be a very, like, less is more kind of series. Oh, I think that's the end of the... Oh, there's still 4 minutes left. Okay. What did that say? Yeah, I like monochrome too. Yeah, I think it would also be good to help me just sort of... I feel like of the comics where I don't want to let myself get stuck in my own head, I think it would be the one that's thematically centered around a character being stuck in their own head. That would be very ironic. Because even though like I'm not really writing for these sort of relationships from a point of experience, I do want there to be something that people can sort of hold on to in terms of like what resonates with them and like what they basically like finding like aspects of myself to put in each character, which I guess is like what everyone does, but 1 second. Gotta fix this nose. Maybe I should just let the line art be a little messier too. I don't want to like give myself too many outs in terms of like how this is gonna look by the end, but oh, that's a little off center. One second. I'll get your food. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna sign off here. I think it's been going for about an hour. I think there's some stuff that I can rearrange and see if I can get it to look a little bit closer to what I'm aiming for the final version. But I'm definitely going to try to do more stuff live here, especially to sort of fill in the gaps. Although I'm really hoping I can get this video out within like 2 weeks. That's what I'm aiming for at the very least. Hopefully I can get something out by then. But in the meantime, thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you next time.